Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want people to understand what I'm saying here. This has nothing to do with slandering the United States of America. Because I have many friends that live in the States. Because I heard this through many people, through many, plus many prophets down through the ages that gave many prophecies that the United States is going to be nuked. And this is all part of the New World Order's agenda. Okay? This is their agenda so they can restore order out of chaos. This is how their plan is, to bring in a new world order, a one world government. So I said that, and then somebody else will say, well, Canada too. And Mexico is a target to get nuked. Well, it's not. Okay? It's not. Because they said the United States of America is a stumbling block that's hindering them from having a one world government. So that's why they're doing their very best to destroy America, and I recommend that you guys go listen to this video by Alex Jones. He did it back, I believe it was back in 1996. It's called America Destroyed by Design, and it shows it all. Like, they're throwing it right in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Like, even on the preview for the White House Down, they showed on one of the previews for the video that they made, White House Down, where they show the United States of America under attack and so on. The White House gets exploded and all this stuff. What they were showing on the previews, if you want to take over the world, you must start here, talking about the United States, and then the rest of the world will be more easier to take over afterwards. So, it's the United States that is very, very hard for them, so that's why they're dealing with America. And then there's another good book you guys should try to get. It's called, by Grant Jeffrey. It's called One Nation Under Attack, and that is the United States. But I want to read this article here to you guys, and it's right in their own newspaper. This was back in June 1999. This is what it says. Okay, the globalists absolutely feel that the time to act their long dreamed. You see that? Their long dream. They've been building this for years, ladies and gentlemen. The globalists absolutely feel that the time to act their long dream of global government has come, and it appears that they are right. Right here, the only thing standing between the U.S. and world government, the only thing standing between us, between us and world government, is the United States of America and its Congress. If America is willing to cooperate in the stripping away of the remaining virtue of the U.S. sovereignty, then the day of the nation state is over, and the era of world government will have dawned. And this is so true, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this is their plan. Put it that way. This is their plan. Even Alex Jones had a guy on his show talking about it. That's their plan. They're not trying to avoid it. They want it to happen. They want the United States to be nuked. Okay? Why in the world do you think that the elite, the globalists, have been building underground cities for years? And they're already starting to move food and water underground. They're getting all their food supplies ready underground. The bunkers that they're getting ready. Why do you think they're doing that? Because they know that something's coming. But I wanna let you guys be aware of this. This is just a theory, okay? I want you guys to get this. This is just a theory, but this is what I'm thinking about. Okay. With this war going on with Assyria and all this other stuff, I was thinking to myself, could it be that this war has to do with the United States dollar? Because even China's calling for the end of the dollar. Russia's calling for the end of the dollar. Iran is calling for the end of the dollar. They're all working on it together. So maybe they're making this... Well, the war is already planned, by the way. This war with Assyria has been planned. Okay? Like years ago. They planned out 3 major world wars. This is Illuminati. This is all what they're doing. And by the way, this is an Illuminati card game as well. They show Assyria, Libya, Egypt, Israel, you name it, on the card game. This is what their plan is. So I was thinking to myself, is it possible that this has to do with the United States dollar? So they're going to make it look like an accident, that the dollar crashed, and so on. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Because Joe Soros, a while back, he was asking, what do you think Obama's thing will be for China, and blah, 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 and so on. He said it will be to bring China in with the new world order. It goes on and on. This is not secret anymore, people. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not secretive anymore. They're openly announcing it. People need to realize that this is not a conspiracy theory. This is reality. This is what is going on. They're bringing in a one world government. And another pastor that I was listening to, he said he does not know. But listen very carefully. He said he does not know if the United States dollar is going to collapse by a nuclear attack or if it's just going to collapse on its own. He does not know. It could collapse either by a nuclear attack or it can just collapse because they owe China so much debt. Like, there's going to come a time where China's going to call in the debt and there's going to be a big war and so on. And the sad thing is that America is not mentioned in Bible prophecy at all. So this is their plan to get rid of the United States of America. So this is why. This is why, ladies and gentlemen. What else was I going to say? Yeah, listen to this. This makes perfect sense. This makes total perfect sense. I was listening to something. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, he said, well, you have everybody concentrated on Syria with all this conflict going on. What people should really be focusing on is the real threat. And that real threat is Iran. What do you think Iran's doing behind the scenes? They're finishing off their nuclear program. And these people mean exactly what they say. Because these people are radicals, okay? The Iranian people. They believe that if they cause worldwide chaos, that's going to usher in their Mahdi, their Islamic Messiah is going to come. And that's what they say. They say death to Israel, because they say Israel's little Satan, and they say death to America, which means America is big Satan. And they already have 7 countries targeted in America. Once they get their nuclear program finished, they're sending a nuke to America. They already have 7 countries targeted. Like New York City, Washington, Los Angeles, Chicago, Colorado, Las Vegas, I forget the others. I think one of them is London, England, and Jerusalem. But we know that's why everything's about to break out. Everything's about to break out. Hell is about to break out on earth, people. Okay, but this is nothing compared to what's coming, because the tribulation is coming. It's on its way. So this is what I wanted to let you guys be aware of. Like all these things happening, they get people's minds sidetracked. Well, Iran is finishing off the nuclear program. And many people are making the exact same mistake as they did before Hitler came into power. Because I saw this documentary. This lady was saying, people ask her, I don't know what to believe. And then she said, believe those that say they want to kill you, because they usually follow through. She's like, oh my gosh, what's it called? Yeah, Iran, they have no hidden agenda. They're telling it so blunt. They go right on the news saying death to America and death to Israel, and we are refusing to believe what they're saying. We're refusing to listen. We're not listening to them. They're making the exact same mistake as Hitler did. Because they say, oh, Hitler's a lunatic, he's crazy, he doesn't mean it, blah, 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 blah. What do you mean he doesn't mean it? He wrote a whole book on what he wanted to do to the Jewish people. And then he preached it, and then he practiced it. History shows that they mean exactly what they say. Stalin meant it. Hitler meant it. Pharaoh meant it. And Ahmadinejad meant it. But now Ahmadinejad is not there anymore. It's somebody else. And this guy's even more worse than Ahmadinejad. He's saying that the Jews must be wiped off. And they actually asked one of the prime ministers of Iran, is it possible to have a world without Zionism and a world without America? And I said, yes, it is. What do you think they're going to do once they get their nuclear program? What are they going to do with that nuclear power? They are going to use it upon America. Because these people do not like America. And believe me, Obama is not going to protect you. Don't try to go to the United Nations to try to solve these problems. This is all part of their plan. These people are in love with globalism. These people do not love freedom, and these people do not love national sovereignty. That's why the World Trade Organization is calling for the end of Canada and the end of the United States national sovereignty and Mexico. It came out on CNN. That's why they want to merge to bring in the North American Union, which is Canada, U.S., and Mexico, a merge into one super country, which I don't like this at all. Because Obama's bringing in Sharia law. Like, if we literally emerge, we're not going to be divided. Jack Van Impe made a good video on it. If you guys want to watch it, go listen to Jack Van Impe. It's called Sharia law and the coming one world religion, and it makes perfect sense about the one world religion. Okay, where it says in Revelation chapter 20 verse 4. Let me see if I can try to find it in here. Revelation chapter 20 verse 4. Okay, let me see here. This is what's going on, people. People need to realize what's really going on. The world is in danger. While they're getting people so sidetracked with these new television programs, these new concerts, these new sports events, while they're getting ready to crash the economy, and there's a nuclear attack coming. Put it that way. I wish it wasn't true, ladies and gentlemen. Like the other thing, I'm going to put the video below my description. They came out and said that a nuclear weapon went missing. Somebody stole it. And then after they got caught lying. They said, "Oh, it doesn't exist." And then then afterwards, they said somebody stole it. There's going to be a nuclear strike in where is it? North Carolina, and then they're going to blame it on another country. This is why this is not a joke, people. People need to realize what's going on here. Okay. Revelation chapter 20. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get it here. Revelation chapter 20. Yeah. Okay, John saw an angel seize Satan and throw him into the abyss for 1,000 years. He witnessed the resurrection of those who refused to take the mark and watched as they reigned with Christ for 1,000 years. None of them suffered the second death. After the 1,000 years ended, Satan was released. No, that's not it. That's not. I'm trying to look for some. Okay, wait. I'm just gonna get my Bible, then I'll read it to you guys. Here. Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. Okay, Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. This is what it says. I believe that the one world religion very well could be Islam. Okay, right here, listen to this. Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. This is what it says. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given to them. And judgment was given to them. And I saw the souls of those who had been beheaded because of the testimony of Jesus and because of the word of God, and those who had not worshipped the beast or his image, and had not received the mark upon their forehead and upon their hands, and they came to life and reigned with Christ for 1,000 years. So basically, those people that do not take the mark of the beast, they're going to be beheaded. And which religion beheads in the world today? Islam. Convert to Allah and accept Muhammad as his true prophet, or die. So this very well could be it. Like, there's so many things happening right now, people. Like, it's just incredible of what's going on. So what was I going to think about? The guillotines. That's what they're going to be using, the guillotines. And then it's funny that Obama ordered, I forget how much guillotines, and all these other things that are getting ready. The elitists, they're leaving. They're moving underground. I saw everything, people. This is what's going on. People need to wake up. Don't believe the media. The economy is not turning around. This is their master plan to crash it. The only thing that's hindering them from having a world government is the United States dollar. So they're going to crash the dollar, and they're bringing in their one world currency. China's calling for a global currency. Russia's calling for a global currency. And they're already setting dates. They said by 2017 or the 2018, they're going to have the one world currency, and they said it's going to be called the Phoenix. I don't know how reliable that is, but that's by 2018. And their plan is to have everybody microchipped by 2017. And they said by 2017, everybody will be under a universal ID database. Imagine a universal ID database by 2017. This is probably the national ID card, and well, it's probably the microchips. Anyways, I'm signing off, people. There's so much going on. Just be ready. G is about to break through the clouds, and we're about to get out of here. This is all I gotta say, and God bless you all.